Hey guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with an update for my That 70s Pan project pan. This is a project that I created with my friend Cece, and her channel's name is the Diva Next Door. We decided to create this project because there was an 80s project, a 90s project, a 2000s project, and we were like, there needs to be a 70s project pan. This project started on July 27th of 2023, and it goes until July 27th of this year. So about one more month before this one goes away, and it's going to go away. We're not bringing it back for another year. We might bring it back in the future, but we're not going to bring it back for next year. Cece has not been filming, and I'm taking a little bit of a step back from project panning. I'm not stopping panning, but I don't want to be panning so many projects, and when the project is one of my own, I feel like I have to do it, of course. And I guess I just don't want to be stuck into having to do something. I want to be able to do it because I feel like filming, I want to do it, and it doesn't matter if I do it on a timely basis. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, we're not bringing it back, but I still have, at this point I'm filming it, and this is the 15th of July, so I'm filming a little bit early. So I still have about a month and a half, a month and a couple weeks to get or month and a week to get progress on the rest of the prompts, and I think you're going to be excited with the way this update has gone. So let me get into my update. I have not filmed this project since February. Holy moly, I didn't realize I had skipped that many months. So I have a lot rolling out. Let me get into it. Okay, the first prompt I have is for beanbag chairs, something you are comfortable using. And I brought in my Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette. I have a goal to just kind of throw this palette in to different projects as things come up that I can use it. And I have a goal to finish this rosé shade. I am clearly on track to do that. I'm hoping I can finish it. I mean, if I don't, I'm not going to totally beat myself up, but I'll be disappointed, I won't lie. So there it is. It's a lovely shade. It really kind of works well with anything. I'm wearing it today. Sometimes I wear it as like my first lid shade, and then I'll put something on that's a little brighter, closer to the inside, or a little darker on the outside, and that's the lid shade that I use. So I am doing okay using it. I've used it 32 times so far within this project, and as of last update, I used it 25, so I could have used it more. Sometimes I forget about it though. For wood paneling, something brown or something that is a dupe, like a fake of the original, I brought in a brown product. I brought in my Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer. I have a goal to use this 70 times or hit pan. Crazy goal, but I really wanted to try to get some really good use out of this, and I'm seeing a pretty good dip in the middle. It's hard for you to see it though because of the pattern and the texture in the product, but here is a swatch of the product. And it's a really good bronzer for me. It works really well. It is light enough that I can build it up, but I can also go subtle, which I really like. It's really hard for me to mess this bronzer up. As of this update, I've used it 43 times. So I don't think I'm going to hit my goal of using it 70 times, but maybe I'll hit pan. We'll see. For sunken living room, something with a dip or a pan, I brought in this unique blush. I call it my light pink blush because I had one that was a darker pink, but I mean, this is almost gone. I have a goal to finish it, and I think I will, and I'm just going to keep using it. There is a swatch of it right there. It is a beautiful blush. I just have to keep remembering to use it. I can even use it as like a blush topper. Look at that flip. It's very pretty. But I want it out of my collection. I want to have another blush done, and I think I can do that. For floating staircase, something you consider dangerous. Well, an eyeliner pencil can be dangerous because you can poke yourself in the eye with it. And in fact, I do. This is the Tarte Fake Awake eye pencil, and I had a goal to finish it, and I did. I can barely eke out enough for a swatch. Actually, I can't even get a swatch. Maybe you can see it a little bit right there. This is a nude pencil that I would just wear in my waterline. White for me in my waterline was too harsh, so I ended up using this so that it wouldn't be so harsh, you know, than the white. And I really liked it until I found the Essence Silky Nude, and that one I would continue to purchase over this one. I feel like the Essence one just goes on so much creamier. This one really dried out, and it was very disappointing because that was an expensive product. I think it's like $20 for the pencil. So that was a little disappointing. I always had to warm it up on my hand before I put it in my waterline, and even then, I didn't feel like it stuck all the time. For floral sofas, something with a floral pattern, I brought in this gloss that Jaylon brought back on one of her trips, and I just have a goal to use it for the project as long as the project's going. You know, I usually put it on every time I do my makeup. It really doesn't have a dip, but I mean, I am getting a little bit of use. It went from 29.81 grams to 29.68. So, I mean, I'm using it. For radios, use a product that reminds you of a song or something you heard about on the radio. I brought in the Ilia Mazzy Star Fade Into You powder. Not Mazzy Star, Fade Into You powder, because that's a song by Mazzy Star. Geez, Kim. And I was able to make a pretty good jump. I went from that top line down to that bottom line, and I only have this much powder left. My goal is to finish it, and I don't know that I will, but I'll get close. So I'm really happy with that. For pod chairs, a comfy product or something you use to pamper yourself, I still have not used this pore exfoliating foot mask. I really need to do it. I just forget about it. I really need to keep it out on the little table I have next to my bathroom. Maybe I'll use this before I go on vacation, so I should use it then. Maybe I'll use it like the last week of school so that they start peeling, because this peels like nobody's business. So they'll start peeling like maybe the day after I'm done with school, and they'll finish peeling before I go on vacation in the middle of July, because I really don't want to have peely feet when I'm on vacation in July. So that's my goal. I'm going to try to use this before I go on vacation. You hold me to that, please. For chrome finishes, a metallic product, I had a goal to use all of my Cliona shades one time each, and I did. I finished all of these. I'm not going to swatch them all. I'm hoping to do like a swatch party of my singles. Let me know if you would like to see that. I have a lot of different brands, and I wouldn't mind doing that if I have time over the summer. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, to see what I have and see them swatched out, and I could do that for you possibly. I have Terra Moons, I have Clionas, I have JD Glows, I have Look-See, so I have quite a few. For Pyrex dishes, something repressed. Well, I took this unique pigment in the shade Confident and I repressed it into this tin or pan. So my goal is to finish this. I mean, I hope I can. I just have to keep, I keep trying to incorporate it in every look. Like I used it in this look today, and it was like a pinky red look, and I just used it in my crease. It is a really pretty color, but it comes off darker on my eye than I think it's going to be, but it's really beautiful. It's like a really pretty bronze, and I like it a lot. So it's really not hard to use. It's just, sometimes I forget to use my singles. For Rec Room, something fun. I had in to use 3 different palettes one time each. I brought in my Nomad Ghost Town, and I did that. I brought in my Riviera palette, and I used that. The only one I had left to use was the Sweet Shop Cherry on Top palette, and I used it today. I used, let's see, I used this light pink shade here. I used this shade, and this really dark shade. It was a really nice palette to use. I did enjoy it, but I also decided I'm going to declutter it. I have other red and pink shadows and in palettes that I like better, and I don't do that color story very often, so there's no need for me to have multiple pink and red palette options. So I'm going to declutter that. Amy Melissa wants it, so it's going to her. For concrete patio, so that prompt is out as well. For concrete patio, gray or white product or packaging, I had in the Natasha Denona Ayana palette. This was gorgeous. I had to create one look out of this. That was not hard at all. I did, and I loved it. And I also had in the Pure Defense palette, and I've also decluttered that. My last day with students was was Thursday, so I wanted to bring everything in that I was going to declutter for them to let them choose from before they left. So I wasn't able to like get it in for this update to show it to you, but I did do a look with that. I just decided to declutter it. So that prompt is out. For big wheels, loud packaging, or something that's brightly colored, I brought in the Pat McGrath Lab palette, and I did do all my looks with this one. I brought in the Urban Decay Honey palette. And that one I decluttered. I told you that the last time. Oh no, I didn't tell you that because I didn't update this. So the Urban Decay Honey palette, that made a beautiful look, but I have a lot of golds and browns, and I brought that in to declutter to the students, and they took it. And then finally was this Urban Decay Robin Eisenberg palette, and I loved this. This was a gift from Shelly, and I did a really beautiful like blue look with some of these pinks mixed in, and it was gorgeous. So I am keeping this, and this prompt is rolling out. For maxi dresses, a large package, something with large packaging, I brought in this Peter Thomas Roth cleanser because I feel like this is a pretty big bottle for cleanser. This is an awesome cleanser. It's an anti-aging gel or cleansing gel, and it says oil-free, anti-wrinkle technology, helps visibly brighten with glycolic acid, salicylic acid, blah, 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 blah. Now, I don't really buy into that this is really anti-aging because a cleanser you put on for 2 seconds and you mush it around, get it sudsed up, and you rinse it off. It doesn't really stay on your skin to give you any anti-aging benefits, but I will say that you can remove your makeup with this alone. You don't even need a cleansing balm. It is fabulous. I use a cleansing balm anyway because I don't want to have to rub a lot on my eyes. But this was fabulous, and I would totally rebuy this. When I brought this in, I had this much cleanser left. I finished it, and this is Gold Matte, and it's rolling out. So I'm really excited about that. For peasant blouses, an inexpensive product, I brought in this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Virtual Reality. This was a beautiful color for me. I really enjoyed it. I had a goal to use it 7 times, and I did. So it's rolling out, and there it is there. It's really pretty. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy ColourPop's cheek products. They don't dry out like the eyeshadows do. It's really mind-boggling to me. I don't know why they can't make a similar formula. I mean, obviously it's an eye product instead of a cheek product, but I mean, I don't know, they're both creams, but their cheek products just are so much better, like their highlighters and their blushes. I don't know if you found that too, but I love them. For ponchos, something you use in cold weather, well, you use gloves in cold weather. So I brought in this Collagen Gloves hand mask. I obviously have a goal to finish it, and I haven't. The fingertips are removable, so at least like you can type or do something, but or paint your nails or something. Maybe I'll do these and do my nail envies. I don't know. Again, I'm so bad at doing any of this stuff. And I'm like, I can't sit still for 10 minutes without knitting or something. Yes, you can, Kim. Yes, you can. So I think I'm going to bring this downstairs and do this one night and just do it and sit on the couch for 10 minutes and enjoy doing nothing. I mean, what a novel concept. For wood jewelry, I have in a Sunbum hair mist because it has a wood grain pattern on it. I haven't even used that yet. I'm bringing it to the beach, so it'll be done by the time I do the finale for this project, but I didn't feel like going to look for it. For inverted triangle silhouette, this showed up in clothing in the 70s. Bring in a triangle shaped packaging or something shaped like a triangle. So I brought in this LYS blush in the shade Confident. I had a goal to use it 7 times. And I did. This is a beautiful blush as well. It's a little bit drier. So is the Virtual Reality one, but it really worked well. And it didn't it dried down enough, and it's such a pretty shade. I really enjoy it. And it blended out really beautifully. So I'm going to hold on to it, and that's not going anywhere right now. Who knows when, I decide I want to declutter something. Maybe while I'm doing my inventory, I'll be like swatching and say, okay, this is going, but not yet. For Daisy Dukes, a blue product, I brought back in this Lorac Pro palette, and I brought in the navy shade to use 7 times. I figured, when the heck else am I going to use this navy shade? I pretty much just use this as an outer corner deepener. And there it is right there. That is a navy. It's definitely pigmented. I had a goal to use that 7 times, and I did, so that's rolling out. For embroidery on clothes, something in fancy packaging, well, not only is this bullet fancy, but it comes in this beautiful case. This is the Pat McGrath Lab lipstick in the shade Christy. I loved this shade. I had a goal to use it 7 times, and I did. It's a beautiful pinky nude, or mauve, I guess. It's like more of a mauve shade. I loved this. It's so pretty. Would you call that mauve or pink? I mean, it's just gorgeous. Or rose. I don't know. I'm so bad with describing colors, I feel like. Anyway, I loved it. It is rolling out, but I was very, very happy to use it because, you know, when you have expensive products, you want to use them, which is another reason I'm doing my lip service project pan and decluttering some things like I am. I don't want to hold on to formulas or colors that I don't like and then not use them, but use things that I don't like. That's silly. For the Prompt Disco shiny packaging, I brought in my Hourglass bronzer. I had a goal to use this 7 times. How many times did I use it? Oops, I didn't mark it down. Hold, please. Let me look. I had a goal to use it 7 times, and I have used it. This is that 70s pan. Where is my... Oh, I've used it 5 times. Yay! Let me write this down. Okay, so I've used it 5 times. Let me give you a swatch. This is one of my favorite bronzers. I really love this. I only have to use it 2 more times, and then it can roll out of this project, but it's another one just like the Sweetie Pie one. It's a little bit, so there's the Sweetie Pie one, and there's the Hourglass one. It's a little bit more shimmery, and that's okay with me. I love it, and I want to use it. I want to use it all up eventually. For tracksuits, something that you wear while exercising, well, for me, I walk outside to do my exercise, and that would be a sunscreen that I put in. So my goal is to finish it, and I made this big of a jump. I'm not going to finish this within this project, I don't think, but I'm going to keep using it and get done as much as I can. For white suits, a white product, CeraVe Mini Hydrating Cleanser. I brought this in. I used it when I traveled. It is done. It is out. I finished it. Yay. I think I have one that I bought, and I'm a little bit sad because now I have to use it, and it wasn't my favorite cleanser, but that's okay. For platform shoes, something that gives volume, I brought in this Lancome Lash Idol mascara. I used it for a month. That's how long I use mascaras for. It was okay. It was one of these like spiky wands, and I don't normally mind spiky wands, but this one was weird because it had like different like sizes of spikes, and I found I was poking myself in the eye, and I didn't quite like that. The problem with me is, oh, hello. Guess what, guys? We have a visitor. Hi. The thing with me is, say hello to your fans. This is Rosie, if you're new here. She likes to visit us every once in a while, don't you, sweetie? Yeah. I only make her visit when she claws me and wants to come up and sit with me. So anyway, I don't mind mascaras like that, but I can't see very well with my glasses off. So, hi. I know. So I was finding that because I couldn't see very well, I was poking myself in the eye. So I didn't like that much, but I did use it for the month along with other mascaras. I kind of like layered them and used it for the month and got it out. Now, if it was like a mascara I would be using for 3 months, I wouldn't have tortured myself for 3 months. I just would have decluttered it. Let's see, the Brady Bunch is something a sibling gave you or something that reminds you of a sibling. And if you don't have any siblings, you could use a friend. Well, I had this oil-free moisturizer from Neutrogena. I don't know where the bottom half of the product is. But anyway, I had a goal to use it to like the top of the black box on the packaging. But okay, my camera like rudely cut me off. So anyway, I was in the middle of telling you that I finished this. I really did enjoy it. It was a nice moisturizer. It was perfect. It wasn't too light. It wasn't too heavy. And this was one I used at night. And it was a perfect transition between like winter and summer. It was a nice spring, I would use this in the summer though too. It was lightweight enough. I have drier. I lean on the drier side, but I'm certainly not dry. So this worked for me and I enjoyed it. And then finally, for Green Acres, a green product, I brought in this Zoya nail polish in the shade Ki. Anyway, it is like a purpley, greeny, shifting nail polish, and I had the goal to just use it one time, and I did. I posted the nail look on my on the community tab, so you can go back and look at that, and I liked it. So yeah. Okay, so that's my update, and now I'm going to talk about the products that I'm going to bring in. So let me go through. I was able to roll out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 14 prompts within this last 3.5 months. Yay. Yay. So now I am bringing in the last of the prompts, 57 through 70, because I want to try to hit goal on all this stuff before the finale. I don't know if I will, but I'm going to try. Okay, so here we go. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Hold, please. Go there. This can go here. Okay. All right. So for Hee Haw, a cruelty-free product, I brought in the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I want to use this 7 times. It's an expensive product, and I want to get use out of it before it goes bad. For Maud, a female-owned brand, I brought in the Rose Ink foundation. This is in the shade 110. I did make a mark because even though I'm going to only use it 7 times, I want to see how much 7 times gets me as far as usage goes, because then I get to see how well or how fast or slow I will be able to pan this. This looks really natural on me and I really like it. And plus it's more of a natural brand. And so it goes off faster from what I've heard, and I would like to use it before it goes bad. For the Jeffersons, a Black owned makeup brand, I am bringing in this Pat McGrath Labs highlighter in the shade Venusian Nude. This is gorgeous. And I feel like summertime is a really nice time to use this because my skin, I do get a little bit of a tan. When I say that and you see me, you would laugh, but it's enough that this would work a little bit better than it would in the winter. So it's a really pretty goldy highlighter. It's really beautiful. For Little House on the Prairie, an OG product, I might end up regretting this, but I am bringing in my repressed Milani Romantic Rose blush. I don't know. I want to use it 7 times. I don't know why I can't just get rid of this. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous at this point, but I'm going to try to use it. Here's a swatch. I have to use a lot of it to get any payout, but there it is. 7 times. For prompt 61, the Waltons, something your mom would use. Well, my mom does use this because she tried mine and loved it, and it's the Merit lipstick in the shade Baby. I have a goal to use this 7 times, and I definitely will. So there it is there. It's gorgeous. I love it, and I can't wait to use it. For MASH, medical grade product or an old favorite, I brought in this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo in the shade Halo Goodbye. It's a liquid highlighter. You've seen this in many projects from me. I'm bringing it back to use it 7 times. I'm all the way down there now. This is a really pretty highlighter, and I'm glad that I have it, but man, I am sick of it. I like it, but I'm just sick of it. There it is. It is so pretty, but I'm sick of it. I just want it out of my collection, but I be dipped. I'm going to finish it 7 times. For Kung Fu, or King Feng, what the heck was I looking at? K-Beauty, J-Beauty, or some product made in China. I brought in the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Moon because Maybelline products are made in China. And I wanted to get some use out of this. It's a beautiful gloss. I wear it over the Merit Baby, or I have a lot. And it gives like, because the Merit Baby shade is a little bit dry, but this gives a little bit of like iridescence to it, and it gives a little bit more like emollients to it, I guess. I don't know. For the $6 million man, a high-tech or a high-end product, I am bringing in the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Shadow in the shade Pillow Talk. This is gorgeous. And I have a goal to use this 7 times. Again, I don't know if I will, but I'm certainly going to try. And there it is right there. It's beautiful. That would really go well with the rosé shade that I have in the Lorac palette that I'm trying to finish. So I'm going to leave this out on my vanity top to use to try to incorporate into like as many looks as I can. For Bionic Woman, a highlighter, I was looking for a place to bring this back because I just love this highlighter and I couldn't wait to get more use out of it. And it's the Tarte Exposed highlighter. I have a goal to use this 7 times. This is beautiful. This is, I think, my favorite highlighter in my collection. I mean, and it does have like a little bit of a dip. I don't know if you can like see it there. Yeah, a little bit of a dip. Not much. I mean, let's be real, but you know. And there it is right there. I love it. It's beautiful. For Wonder Woman, something that transforms your skin or your look, I swear by moisturizer. If you moisturize your skin, it stays, it's just beautiful. It plumps it up. You can totally tell skin that's hydrated looks so much healthier and more beautiful than skin that's not hydrated. So I swear by having a good moisturizer. So I decided to bring in this COSRX Hyaluronic Acid Intensive Cream. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. I put in here that I wanted to finish this whole thing. I don't know who I was thinking. But what I ended up doing, I got this tip from Erin Taylor. Taylor, is that her name? Hold, please. Okay, yeah, I had to look it up because I didn't want to be wrong, and I wasn't wrong. It's Erin Taylor, and she uses these airless pumps, and because she's like me, she doesn't like sticking her fingers in jars. So I put a bunch of this in this jar, and my goal was to finish all of this, but now I'm kind of amending that because I'm realizing I only have like a month and a half to finish this project, and I probably will only finish this one, but I'm going to keep them in anyway. For the Hulk, a plumping product, I brought in these under eye gels or pads so that I can put them on when I do my makeup. While it doesn't plump like a lip plumper would, it does add hydration to your under eyes, and that helps plump up your skin. So I'm going to use this. For Hollywood Squares, a square product, I'm using a gimme product here. I'm going to use this sample from Danessa Myricks. It's a square packaging, and I'm going to use this Yummy Skin and then as many of these shades as I can of foundation. This is a product that I've really wanted to try, so when I saw the sample card, I was excited. I usually stay away from samples like this because they drive me insane, but I was really excited to give this one a go, so that's what I'm going to do for that. And then for The Price is Right, a drugstore product, I'm bringing in my Revlon lipstick in the shade. This is a Super Lustrous Shine lipstick, and this is the shade Nude Illuminator. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. I love this formula. If you guys can go find it in the drugstore, it's beautiful. I have Rum Raisin too, and I really like that one. But here is Nude Illuminator. And then last but not least, for Flip Wilson, two-sided or two pans or double-ended, I'm bringing in my Patrick Ta She's So LA blush. I haven't used this in a long time, and I have been thinking about it, and I've wanted to. So I'm bringing it into my project pan. The cream is on the top, the powder is on the bottom. According to Patrick Ta, you're supposed to do the powder with his products, powder and then cream. So I'm going to do powder, cream, and then blended so you can see it. So here's the powder, here's the cream, and then there they are blended together. It's a really nice shade. I call it like a Kim shade because I really like neutral and I really love rosy shades. So that's a lot to be bringing in, but I figure I'm getting 14 out. I rolled them out. Of course, it took me 4 months to do it, but I'm really going to try to focus in on this project and get these items used within the next month and a half or so. I hope I'm going to be more consistent on wearing makeup. That's my hope. And I mean, I've not really been doing it. I've kind of fallen out of love with wearing makeup and doing project panning, and I want to kind of get back into it. I've talked about that for a while now. But I'm also exploring other things with my channel, and I hope that you're liking the different things that I might be bringing, like journaling, like stationery things, like cross-stitching, like more yarny projects. But I definitely want to stick with project panning as well because I do love it, and that was my first love. So again, guys, thank you so much for giving me some of your time. This was a longer video. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.